This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
And it was a tactical game at the Parc des Princes. Nano be a shade two coaches in the Omobe. Mecano sometimes some such big games go beyond just tactics. Individualism is key. But you know, Mauricio Pochettino says he said true Argentine coach for the first time I'm trust you know. What was the plan? Making sure some Aquinos will play Karim Benzema, planted Danilo at the road Vinicius Junior exploit, you know. Making sure so Betimi and support to Ashraf Hakimi. Marco Verratti neutralize the transitional play and the playmaking skills of Luka Modric. Na fe adwuma ne Mali Andro Parade set on kutu de. Omo nka ne se wonfinfin wa say the bear onya space to spray the passes. And on make sure say Fabian Angel Di Maria will act as a false nine. Messi will drop to support the midfield. Kylian Mbappe will be exploiting the left fullback or the right side of the Madrid defense. That was the exact plan. Until we appear before. Initially, no more share kwanya. Madrid for nya ready to set the tone for Benzema and Vinicius Junior. Carlo Ancelotti plan was a typical Italian coach. Walk away with copy results. Let's sit back, close the opponent, close the spaces, just be cohesive, just be disciplined, and make sure say the attacking trident of Paris Saint-Germain in space inside the area. And did you know? And working for Carlo Ancelotti, omunya chances. PSG nya chances, but they know the ball better than because at a point Di Maria was missing. Abranti a friend Messi and drop the ababa central midfielder o playmaking Casemiro anya off day no see wall in front of the back four no inti ball no the kwa no the apim the ball no kwa no the apim Fela Mendy was solid on the left from the blast of the whistle making sure Ashraf Hakimi the cross is a bit free right happening na enko. The plan was not to hit a team friend PSG on the break because the car play out Marcos Asensio and Vinicius Junior and the midfield I was expecting to relay the attack of a team I friend Real Madrid. Omunya kati omu to the side and you know it was a masterpiece from Marco Verratti in midfield. And now what you be some for can a level of inconsistency, but only should that big platform to show to the world say he's one player you can pass. And then meaning say Luka Modric abo game say be a one also, but you know Luka Modric ni Toni Kroos will be ankati omu to say that. Ebi a obe use pace their form to say they na yas boys ne no. Ebi a obe use energy their sound but the technical know-how when you almost skill set in a club no. So best stop omu say na Madrid bebo ball 90 minutes without a shot on target today. They know no thing. And in the second half, said Mauricio Pochettino extra or options. Introduce Neymar, introduce Branti FN Idrissa Gana Gueye just to change the plan and the shape of the team. Still I never work for Madrid because now one and the ball in the back of them. Chances are being no more bagu. Messi opportunity unya wa bagu and you know all the credit goes to Courtois, Eder Militao and David Alaba and then Casemiro. At the moment that
Cruz almost rated 7.2.
Where?
Toni Kroos.
Born. He was the flop of the game.
Toni Kroos?
Yes. You know where they were born him. The only time Toni Kroos back game was the last few minutes. Name a back game no PSG decided to move defend the He was off. Modric was off. Vinicius was off. Karim Benzema off. Marcos Asensio off. Players who are more park and also the back four of Madrid and the Casemiro nkwa. Toni Kroos are more she nora. Obi onim Toni Kroos be adi no. The one who Toni Kroos dan say no kohena obeka Toni Kroos ni mbobo. He was just off because Leandro Paredes and Marco Verratti adwuma no. The first half was Paredes and then Marco Verratti, but in the second half it was Kylian Mbappe and Marco Verratti. You give it to Marquinhos and President Kimpembe because it is not also easy. So we play out players like Karim Benzema out, Vinicius Junior out. It was a masterpiece and a master stroke from Openia FN and Mauricio Pochettino. And he gave the Paris fans what they deserve. And football can create PSG dominance and deserve more than a one. But on the whole, Omunya Goa a big cushion almost to the next game. You know, advantage PSG and the absence of Casemiro. You know, I'm a Madrid in so many chances. or move it in the EPA film. They are all to play for, and Madrid will experience. They will be ready for a pedigree game, but they should expect a lot from the Paris attack.
Lucas Vasquez, One Edemilitao. Then I become for Mbappe. Fought me for me, and our boy, no, na the performance, no, we are
no, you know, you blame the defenders. You can't blame the defenders.
I don't blame the
You know, it was a moment of trickery from a top quality player. Two players now born defensively, almost solid, and they cannot contain the pace of Mbappe. Yes.
Any issue. 1-2. Now have a player.
Penalty now, obey penalty. And defensively, look at Vasquez solid. No. Of a boy because not that the cap into in the last few minutes, a moment of brilliance from Kylian Mbappe. Born a crab baby, born said, nearly playing a bit in Abobon. After taking those two players on, and you players then a bit in born at Tottenham. And if say or face a solid defender, excellent when it comes to one-on-one situation, that is why you give it to Mbappe. But you know, it was a moment of magic from the French star. Give it to him. You know, say Ronaldo na Messi and Coca defenders nothing. We will give it to him. And for me, it was Kylian Mbappe. It was an Mbappe Verratti night, but he crowned his performance with such a moment of magic.
Wow.
Give it to him.
The best player in Europe, Carlo Ancelotti.
Well, you know, well, I think he's on form, and all picky players now. He has shown consistency than the likes of Robert Lewandowski, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, Riyad Mahrez. But you know, I think it's a such stage. So also I think it's a new Manchester City team. But Salah has also been brilliant in the Champions League. Liverpool for normal Champions League. With this number of goals scored, almost home and away, sir. And they played against some of the very best side in ATM, in AC Milan, a pedigree side, FC Porto, and the likes. So you know, I think Kylian Mbappe for the performance that he showed yesterday, Bonidin said, you know, he was up there. And for me, said you, he was just brilliant. And one who Kerm Benzema, he also another super player this particular season. Benzema body season power. Vinicius has also played in the La Liga and the Champions League. But then I was an Mbappe night, and you know, you give it to him after that moment of magic.
Yeah, 1-0, no, true reflection of game now. You know, because PSG dominated, especially in the first half.
It should be 3, 4, probably 5.
Yeah,
but it was a Berlin Wall. Obedient. PSG need a player with a physical presence. They need a predator. They needed a mapunta inside the box. Because someone trusted Maro Icardi. And Di Maria they rotated inside the box. Messi they rotated in that side the box. From the Oshe game Mbappe boy, and clearly you love to see Mbappe on the wings. Okohan will team free bone game ye. So how could not attack our isolated. Okay. And with such a defensive star, you needed a striker inside the area. But anyone okay for them. Chances are no Mbappe nya no say me no. Messi say ba ko na chiru timi che ba ko. And name about na obutwa po anymore no. I think say oyade but na go so timi try say obitimi e the ball na to them. It wasn't a true reflection of the game, but you know in the Champions League night, Sanema we are now obenya when you are playing such an audacious side like Real Madrid.
Yeah, to us emfa emamo. Have you ever the next game, the other game? No, we grab go
you know, so because some can say they are only going to enjoy themselves.
Pep Guardiola and some of the kind of that game.
But
The boys na nyade. What's the boys na nyade na? Automatically in the game now. What could show be 5 with the group? Who's that we are back? Are you saying any Pep Guardiola?
omunya lack of the draw.
The beer drawn because yama, but seriously, on my level no so.
Man City they are the favorite.
Riyad Mahrez.
You see, I think they ever enjoy Champions League in the past. Yes. And the who of PSG, Madrid, I think Man City, especially Liverpool, number one against Inter Milan,
Match.
other games, and between me. Minimum can be found.
So now David,
2 minutes because game the man should be 1 minute.
City there na. City there, you know, almost enjoy themselves and with the level of quality available. You don't expect a team that is free flowing like AS Sporting Lisbon between a match. It was a Guardiola night, and you know, you can only celebrate them for their brilliant performance. City for you know, when they do same is to be the any better Simon.
And quickly, Inter Milan, Liverpool, Bayern, Salzburg.
Bayern Salzburg is City there. You go for be fair for PSG. Obi ba let's go Madrid. Now what here but
Madrid for your PSG no much. Almost are complete back with
Alexander Safre minimum.
Super League, you know.
So Mrs. Super League and go me so mkati ntino mu
VR. Omo ye VR on so mo san ko bi no mo san draw no. And omo the two of them
pam so no ye shom papa.
I've not seen anybody dominating Madrid like that. Do you know? And a big game at the GCP Mieza Sports Stadium in San Siro. A Liverpool against International Milan. So we Liverpool team now in the Champions League this season. You know, I'm okay. Into me, a team on more debo so any. AC Milan they scare by Anfield. No, be any on team as from you. We no more back at Betia so Monterey almost second strength side. Ever be P more San Siro. Esa ba be AC Milan. Inti veni no omo ba no idea this is omo ba no benya results omo ba against an Inter Milan team in 10 years now. I feel no omo the run of 16 or the knockout stage in the Champions League after Jose Mourinho the omo 2010 inti Inter Milan a cut off a chair now. So we show omo team na almost no omo group a Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, FC Sheriff na game omo lusu na tom no a game omo boy against Real Madrid. And now they go the goals ebe share go back 80 oma ntimi anwini. Apart from that, games omo bonus and zero nyina omo de bono aswen. Now say in terms of quality ah. Me so Liverpool bro omo so bebrebe, but Inter Milan one team you know I thought they be ntimi trust omo. And having a manager only experience bebrebe when it comes to European competition omo break akla. So na so omo nya managers almost na European competition na omo experience omo ntimi anform anye the experience as
a manager.
Yes,
as a player they know
experience as a manager. Yeah. You know, so Inter Milan team now almost over with a 3-5-2 system, and you expect Abrante FN Alessandro Bastoni in the last game omo boy no when Timi Amubi again Inter Milan at the last 2 games in the Italian Serie A. You know, Muntimi Winibi. Omulusu against AC Milan and an ano omuni team friend in Napoli ebo 1-1. Inti omuni form when it comes to the domestic competition. But as I said, Handanovic will be imposed, Milan Skriniar, Stefan De Vrij, any Alessandro Bastoni, the three-back. No, my free, Denzel Dumfries, Ivan Perisic, a one Juman one. Ivan Perisic as a left wing back against Mo Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold on that particular road. In midfield, Nicola Barrera will be absent. Inti Massimo Brozovic the obejina just to make sure say or the blocks nebeba just to make sure he screen the three back. No about Arturo Erasmo Vidal or also beba support with Hakan Hakanoglu acting as the articulator between the two central midfielders and the attack. No about Lautaro Martinez and then Edin Dzeko. 3-5-2 a Simeone Inzaghi de bebanini. Liverpool will go with their usual 4-3-3. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Andy Robertson, Omobepo Van Dijk, Matip, Thiago Alcantara, Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, Diego Jota, Abrante FN, Sadio Mane is back, and Mo Salah. You know, see now 2 teams in the ABC lining up in this particular game. A bit in about so anyway. Game saying acquire tactical play. In Anfield, it is always difficult. So but Inter Milan will just try to conserve. Mbesa make sure so mo conserve no mo betimi anya go because all Anfield na only go there. You know, fire with Liverpool. Liverpool so at least be free Mo Salah ne Sadio Mane just to make sure. So space is in that is not the first. Any Abrante Ivan Perisic and Chino betimi ayisu. In fact, Ivan Perisic as a left wing back enya de sen ka obepe. But on also boma Inter Milan wo timi abo ye. Imefo Inter for no nya adwuma bebrebe nye because one Liverpool mpa game ni medina finfin na wakasa ono omo ba begina toe to toe. Just 1-2 they will be looking at the runs of Abrante FN Alexander-Arnold and then Andy Robertson. So omo come be free omo then they supply Mo Salah and then Sadio Mane on the flanks. Inti ano na Inter forward adwuma bi e wo so omo ye. Again, Liverpool also need to make sure say the 2 players omo gina animu edema 8 my friend Inter Milan no you know omo nya the space to play. in Lautaro Martinez and Edin Dzeko, you have a quality player up front at your pay obeying the amount. Dzeko actually 2 goals in the Champions League. So all the almost compare the attack of Liverpool. Mane actually 2, Diego Jota actually 1, and Mo Salah has 7 goals. So in attack for team friend Liverpool, almost 10 goals. As compared to 8 Inter Milan, on depend on Brandt FN Edin Dzeko. You know, Liverpool good record against Inter Milan, especially at the San Siro. And the last time Omoba had been a good result, Inter Milan film. The last 3 games Inter Milan have against English opposition, no, Ayana Mkoyi and Famomo. But and then a test time for Simeone Inzaghi and Obi a Shadia Simeone Inzaghi and Brandt. Liverpool start the game as favorite. Inter will be at it will take magic in my opinion and sign over to Liverpool. But so I follow Liverpool and say almost so time a year draw no form and crowd almost form gradually about fem kakra. So more against Leicester, so more against Burnley. Inter your confidence to throw more men forward there. Liverpool will be in trouble. But it's a game that I will tip Liverpool. Say on betting ABB in San Siro.
All right.